Chris, firstly, I think we should tell everyone watching this on YouTube why we're doing this by the toilets in a turnstile. We were going to do it, weren't we, outside on the ground, and then a ridiculous downpour of rain. I mean, this country, I've never seen rain like it's beautiful 99% of the time. Then you just get half an hour of rain and it's just sunshine again.
Yeah, we don't get too much rain, do we, here usually? But I mean, to be fair, it hasn't stopped since we arrived. So yeah, hopefully we can see a bit more sun over the next few days.
Chris, good man. Good to be here. Firstly, how are you? Obviously, been a little bit of time off, not too much time off since the World Cup. How's everything going?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, a little short break at home. Obviously, 3 weeks between the finish of the World Cup and then arriving here. Had a week off after that World Cup, and then pretty much straight back into training at Edgbaston to keep moving and keep the skills going for this tour. So an exciting series ahead against a good side. So in their home conditions, it'll be hard work, but looking forward to it.
And in a couple of weeks off, did you manage to get down to Villa Park? I mean, come on, you must be absolutely loving life at the moment. Gabby up on the hall, talkSPORT's very own. Honestly, I've never seen him. He's just got a permanent smile on his face. He's calling it Talk Aston Villa now, not talkSPORT. He's just trying to get Aston Villa on every show. I mean, it must be unbelievable to be at Villa Park at the moment as a Villa fan.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Gabby, I'm sure is giving it massive, and rightly so, because we are just, I've been a Villa fan from when I was dot high, but. It's comfortably the best I've seen Villa play for a long time, and if not in my lifetime. So yeah, thoroughly enjoying it, making sure everyone knows about it, and who knows?
Are you in the Premier League?
No, I don't think we can.
Really?
I don't think we can.
Are you going to come top 4 or top 5 even?
No, I think that's a possibility, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I think that's a possibility, but a long way to go. Only 16 games played, so let's talk again in another few months' time.
Such a Premier League manager's answer, that, isn't it? Take it one game at a time, onto the game of the weekend. And is Gabby in your DMs? He was trying to during the World Cup. He was trying to get you on and everything. He's so funny. Honestly, Gabby up on the hall talking cricket on talkSPORT is one of the funniest things you'll ever see, because he knows nothing about it, but he really tries. Bless him.
Yeah, during the Ashes, we had a bit of chat. And I think he was enjoying it, and he was going to go to the Oval. I don't even know if he ended up going to the Oval. Yeah, it's a shame. He'd have enjoyed it, but we'll get him there one day, and it's great to see Villa going well. I'm sure he's giving it massive.
He's giving it absolutely massive. Don't worry about that. Just one question, if I can, just looking back on that World Cup, sort of a few weeks on, your reflections on it.
Yeah, I mean, disappointing, wasn't it? I think that's the best way to see it. It was an opportunity missed, but at the same time, World Cups are hard to win. And if you don't finish first, you finish last, pretty much. So, obviously we'd have liked to have gone better, put up a bit more of a fight, but unfortunately we didn't get it right. We held our hands up as players. We were down on form, and you need to go into tournaments, particularly in India. You need to have some your top players firing, and unfortunately we were out of form, and it didn't go well to plan. But we have to move on. We've got a big series here, and moving towards another World Cup in 6 months' time. Obviously in a different format, but that's exciting.
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess the one thing with cricket is these World Cups come around every single year at the moment, right? Yeah. And then you look at some of the lads that are here, some of the top players that aren't here. It's still an England team, isn't it, full of top quality players, right? Yeah,
definitely. And we are T20 world champions, so we still need to remember that. Obviously there's a bit of a crossover between the formats in terms of players, but we're still currently world champions, and we have to go out there and play like that. But it gives you no right to win the next one, as we know. So we have to put in strong performances in this series, hopefully, to build towards what is going to be obviously a really important World Cup in 6 months' time. So it's exciting. We've got a group of players, like you said, but as the West Indies have got a strong team on paper, and they look strong. So we're going to have to be at our best.
Andre Russell's back, eh?
Yeah, good to see the best players back, isn't it?
World Cup round the corner. He probably fancied it, didn't he?
Well, absolutely, but probably better if he's not playing, but at the same time, it's great entertainment, and he's a world-class player and has done it for a long time. So, we're going to have to be at our best.
And is it nice coming into this team with some new blood, some younger players, some fresh faces that weren't at the World Cup? Does that just give everyone a big boost, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think naturally when you have new faces in a team, especially younger players, it brings that sort of little bit of energy that you need sometimes. Certainly improves our fielding, I think, as a side. We've got some young players that throw themselves around, which always makes you a better team. But yeah, you're right. They'll be excited. They'll be keen to showcase their skills and put their hand up for a World Cup spot in 6 months' time. So it keeps everyone on their toes. The older players, the players that have been around for a long time, makes you train hard, constantly look to getting better. And I think it's all round good for the group.
And just a question on the test team was announced this morning for the 5 matches in India. Not you weren't included in it. Did you get a phone call explaining the reasons behind that?
Yeah, there's plenty of discussion actually. I've been speaking to Rob Key over the last couple of months in the lead up to that. Had some good discussions with him. And then finally, once the call was made, I got a call from Brendan. You know, and I'm pretty clear where I stand. It doesn't mean, you know, the end of my Test career by any means. You know, I was player of the series in the Ashes, and, you know, come back round to the summer. Hopefully, I'll be knocking on the door to play again. So I know where I stand. You know, good communication from them, and, you know, naturally, I suppose you want to be a part of every team, but also, you know, I know that, you know, my best cricket in Test match cricket has been played at home. You know, and I'm comfortable with that.
I can't imagine the amount of wickets you're going to take at home this summer, Chris. And I can feel, you know what I mean? It's got Chris Woakes. It's got Aston Villa going to win the Premier League. England going to win the T20 World Cup. Woakes is going to smash the summer. I can feel it already, Chris.
I hope you're right. Sam. You know, it's a long way away this summer. I really keen to just focus on the here and now. Yeah. I think, you know, even this, you know, World Cup that's coming up in 6 months' time, that feels a long way away from me. You know, this series is the forefront of the mind, and, you know, we've got to put in a strong performance here, so we'll see.
Yeah, good man. And just in terms of yourself, when you're here, so training's finished at 12 o'clock, half 12. You've got the afternoon and evening off. How does Chris Woakes like to spend his afternoon and evening? Watching back Villa highlights, is it?
Yeah, I mean, it has been a lot of that recently, but I think, yeah, just cruise, mate, chill. It's a perfect place for that, isn't it? You know,
you're not a golfer?
I am a golfer, but this trip, no, I'm gonna park up and, you know, take it easy, and then you know, hopefully be ready for game time.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.